Good evening. Hi, this is Barry Selby. I am a best-selling author, speaker, and relationship attraction expert, helping strong, successful women find balance in love, life, and business. I'm also a passionate champion for the divine feminine. And this is Messages from the Masculine to Inspire the Feminine Heart, number 194, getting close to the 200 mark. And this topic is a part 4 of an ongoing talk about partnership. And I'll plug a talk I'm going to give tomorrow, a collaborative talk with a friend of mine. But tonight we'll talk about, and this is actually really because tonight's the first night of Hanukkah, and being actually of Jewish origin, even though I don't practice Judaism so much now, I thought I'd talk about the idea of bringing light into the relationship, because that's part of what partnership is about. So partnership part 4, bring the light. So I'm going to get into that. This talk about partnership is basically to elevate the conversation about relationship, because relationship is easy, partnership not so much. And I spoke the last few times about this Thursday, Friday, and Monday. Thursday, Friday, Monday, yes. About partnership, different degrees, part 1, 2, and 3. But this is part 4, and I'm going to speak to this on the level of how to bring the positive, in a way. Because I was talking about purpose and honoring differences and everything before. But this one's about equal partnership. Men and women can do this, because we each carry light in our own way, our own unique way, our own unique thing. And I'll get to what light is in a second. And in a partnership, it involves both partners contributing to the partnership. That should make sense. And I've talked about this, but relationship is not 50-50. It's 100-100. And in partnership especially, it's about 100% participation from both partners, equal partners. Yes, partnership is an equal partnership, not a majority shareholder and minority shareholder. That's not how it works in partnership, not in relationship. And for many men and women, this may be a revelation, because so many women have placed second place to their men. Stop it. You deserve equal rights. So that's anyway, it's a whole other topic, or a whole other aspect of this topic. This is part 4 about bringing the light. So let's get a bit of light about this, shall we? Now, what I mean by the light, in case you didn't know this yourself already, is the positive focus, love, compassion, caring, joy, excitement, exuberance, and positivity in a way. But, with a big but in this, or a caveat in this, which is light does not necessarily mean, well, actually, oh, there's a piece. Okay, I'll come back to that one in a second. Light doesn't necessarily mean being just a Pollyanna. It's not about that at all. So the piece I just put on the side, and I'll on that side, just bring back into the conversation, is, oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, so I just had a preview of what I'm going to talk about, which is when you bring the light, you tend to illuminate the shadows. And, oh, okay, this is going to get interesting. Yeah, okay. If you haven't watched my broadcast before, I tend to find myself downloading stuff or having ideas that come through and they just come over. This one just happened, so bear with me. This is going to be fun. So I started the idea about this is Hanukkah, so it's a festival of lights. By the way, in case you're not Jewish, that's what Hanukkah's interpretation is, the festival of lights. And so I was saying about bringing light into relationship, into partnership. Well, when you bring the light of positivity, that's one thing. But when you shine the light of awareness into relationship, into your partnership, you tend to illuminate the dark corners. And that can be a good thing. I mean, it sounds like it, but it is. Trust me. So, okay, now I've got to reposition because I just realized this whole thing shifted in my perspective. So bringing the light is to be willing to expose that which is dark. And darkness is stuff where the pain lives, where the hurt lives, where the programming that limits you has been living. And when you shine the light there, when you bring the light in there, this has been fun. This is going to be fun. So, when you bring the light into your relationship, into your partnership, you're willing to shine and expose those places that were hidden, that were dark, that were limited in yourself and your partner. This does require permission. It does ideally involve both partners, because it's very one-sided. If only one partner exposes their darkness, in fact, it can be overwhelming to the other partner if they don't actually have a mutual agreement to do this. So, in a healthy, conscious partnership, which is what I mean by partnership, the opportunity to shine the light on your own and each other's darkness and darkest places, to expose them to healing and to freedom, is a huge gift. I'm so glad this happened this way. Sorry, I'm just observing what's coming through. So, again, So being in a place of partnership where you can bring the light in and you let your partner bring the light in is to give permission to expose that which limits you so that you can heal it and have the relationship raise its quality, to have the partnership become more expansive, more uplifted, and more inspiring. So how do you do this? It's a good question. That's why I thought I'd ask it. To bring the light into your relationship is really a matter of be willing to say, whatever's coming up, whatever's in the way, I want to see it, acknowledge it, and allow it to flow out. Because many of us, we tend to hold back in relationship. Now, of course, you never do this, but somebody you might know does. But the thing about this exposing and revealing is the more you do this, the more transparent you become. And the more transparent you become, the better vessel you are to allow love to flow to you, through you, and from you. Try that one on for size. This topic, I'm realizing now more and more, has got lots of spokes to it. So I'm just going to keep it to the essential communication because these broadcasts I want to keep to an essential, concise communication. So being willing to do the work, which is what happens when you expose the darkness, is what a lot of people are afraid of. Having, me personally, been on this journey for over 30 years of doing the work, which is basically personal growth work, seminars, teachings, trainings, retreats, etc., I can tell you from experience, the positive, the light, the love, the joy far outweighs any pain. So in the context of relationship, in context of positive and conscious partnership, the journey through that valley of pain is absolutely worth the journey to get to the other side. Now, in some cases, actually in quite a few cases, when you shine the light in the darkness, that tends to separate and break up the relationship. So the partnership ends, the relationship ends. This is the thing, the piece, the key. If you want an amazing, incredible, fulfilling, wholehearted, participatory, 100% relationship, partnership, truly authentic, deeply expressing and fulfilling relationship, you must expose the darkness. You must be willing to shine the light in the darkness so it can come out. Because for so many people, it's the darkness in the closet, the hidden away stuff, that is in the way of them being fully loving. You may find that for yourself, your ability to love is only at 70% because 30% is tied up in your baggage you haven't healed yet. Your past history that you don't want your partner to know about. That isn't easy. So my advisement, my recommendation is if you are in a relationship and you want the relationship to become the best it can possibly be willing to do the work. Now, you may not want to do it with your partner, just to be clear. Some of this stuff can be so dark that you would be afraid of scaring your partner away, which is understandable if it's that bad. So seeking out counsel from somebody outside the relationship may be a wiser move. If you implicitly trust your partner, and your partner implicitly trusts you, then it can be safe, again with choice, to expose that darkness to them so that it can be loved into healing. That doesn't require any therapeutic skills, it requires love. Solid. I would say unconditional because love is a mix when it's human expressed, but love to the depth where you're willing to heal the parts inside. There's a quote from one of the programs I was in, which basically is that healing is the application of loving to the parts inside that hurt. I'll say that one again. Healing is the application of loving to the parts inside that hurt. So, if you're in a really growing, committed, again, expressing partnership that's meant to blossom and grow to a massive degree, and you're both growing, you can help your partner heal by loving the parts inside of them that hurt, their wounds, their darkness, their hidden pain they're not willing to share. But if you love them enough and love that part enough, it can heal. That takes a big commitment. That takes a massive willingness to serve your partner and to be served by them in return, because both of you have darkness, both of you have these opportunities, both of you have this ability to really grow. So if you are in a place where you're afraid to let the light of your partner shine in your darkness, you may want to step up. You may want to seek counsel. I can help you with that, or some other counselor can help you with that. But the reality is that for most of us, that journey of releasing the darkness, of exposing the darkness to the light, be it from a partner or to our own light inside, if we're doing the work on our own, is probably the best part, or it's probably the biggest hurdle to get through to get where you want to go. Relationship is something that I would say can bring up the most challenging as well as the most elating experiences. But you got to be willing. And part of the work in a truly empowered partnership is by doing that work. You free up your past to be whole and to be healed, and you free up your energy to be fully loving in the present. And that's a gift you can bring to the world, not just your partner. So a true partnership, and this may be part 5 tomorrow, we'll see, is the power of the two of you together in partnership of what you can bring to the world around you. The more you are healed of that which you carried around inside by shining the light on the darkness, the more you can give beyond your relationship, including your relationship. Yeah, that'll be another talk. We'll stay to this topic right now. So this, as a summary, started out as the idea about this being Hanukkah and about how you can bring light and love and joy into your relationship. And it became this whole thing about using the light to shine into the darkness to heal the patterns that are limiting you. Who knew? But that's the way it works. If you're joining me late, please go back and watch from the beginning. And by the way, a quick promo. Tomorrow, Wednesday, at 1 p.m. Pacific time, I'll be doing a joint broadcast with a friend of mine, Erin Lanahan, who is also on her journey. And we're going to have a talk about partnership, the true depth of partnership, which is why I've been doing these part 1, 2, 3, and this is part 3, 4, I forget, whatever part it is. Sorry, I didn't keep track of the parts. This is part 3. So this conversation will be going in deeper tomorrow afternoon. This is in addition to my regular daily Facebook Live. Speaking of which, this is number 194 of my daily series of Facebook Lives, talks called Messages from the Masculine to Inspire the Feminine Heart. You can find all of them on my website, actually on the video blog page of my website, which is barryselby.com. Go to video blog and watch them there. They're also on YouTube and on my personal business page as well, but the easiest place to find them is on my website. If you're not following me on Facebook, or you're not following my broadcast on Facebook, you should tap on somewhere around this broadcast. You should be able to tap on it and say, notify next time you go live. Or make sure you click on, in my profile, there should be a place to click on, at least on the web version, I'm not sure, on the desktop version, you can click on the button that says friends, and you can choose me to be a close friend. How special. It means you get notified when I go live. With that, thank you for watching. Thanks for sharing. If you know anybody should watch this broadcast because you saw somebody else in this conversation, as you saw somebody else who needs to do this work, please share this broadcast with them, or any groups you belong to. I welcome that. And if you want some help in this area of relationship, of love, of expansion, of growth, it's my speciality. So reach out to me over social media, reach out to me, message me, find me on a website, get the help you need. So with that, I wish you a wonderful Festival of Lights, since it is the first night tonight. And as always, please take care of yourself. You do deserve the best. And you can give yourself the best. Ooh, think about that one. With that, I'll see you again tomorrow. Another broadcast, another Facebook Live, another topic. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you again then. Bye.